At this point, I'd like to ask Paul Wasko from MenSCU and the Minnesota Learning Commons to come up to the podium and present this year's Friends of eFolio Award. Paul?
Thanks, Bob. For those of you that don't know me, I'm often referred to as Paul Wasko, aka the eFolio guy for the state. This year, though, I'm especially proud to ask Chris Scruton to join me on the stage. You may not be aware of it. We've had some challenges doing press releases in the past because, you know, if you have public affairs, you have to go through 10 or 15 different levels to get approval. The University of Minnesota and MenSCU are now really joined at the hip as it relates to eFolio Minnesota. We have now leveraged both of our institutions in the state to move forward with eFolio Minnesota. So for me, it's a great privilege to have the U as a partnership and Chris Scruton as my colleague and ally at the University of Minnesota. If you're wondering what the Friends of eFolio Minnesota Award is, if you look at the keynote from yesterday, you will see a list of individuals that have been past recipients of the award. It is our effort, our intent as a project team, as we guide eFolio Minnesota, to recognize and reach out to those individuals that have gone beyond the call in terms of promoting the work that we do, both here in the state as well as in other states. For example, Stephen Spangel was at the Higher Learning Commission down in Chicago. Stephen took a chance on working with us to actually do the first electronic portfolio for accreditation work. Chris, Billy Wallstrom, who used to be at the U, who's now retired, took the opportunity to change the culture and work within the U to actually adopt one of those tools created by the other system, and now actually bring it into the University of Minnesota. So we have 2 awards this year, and we've tried to do something a little different, because as you know, we do experiment within eFolio. Sometimes we're successful, sometimes not quite as successful. And this year we're going to actually represent or recognize some of the organizations and their efforts that they have worked with eFolio. So I'll do one. I'll ask that group to stand as I read their name. Chris will do the other. All right? Chris, do you mind grabbing the plaques down on the floor? Make sure we get the right ones. There we go. The first one I have a very special tie with. I actually serve as part of the project team for this effort. This year's Friends of eFolio Award goes to the GPS Life Plan Project Team for their willingness to incorporate and promote the use of eFolio within their GPS Life Plan community. Randy, Michelle, the folks at Century College who have promoted GPS Life Plan, will you please stand? And I'll keep the award up here, but stand so that we can recognize you.
The second award goes to eFolio call center agents for being the friendly face of eFolio Minnesota with thousands of users. But any of the eFolio call center advisors who are here, please stand.
Thanks for being flexible and allowing us to kind of pick up a little time from our current keynote. Robert, as you know, had to kind of shift his schedule around. So again, thanks Bob for doing this. Thank you for the wonderful conference and sharing the ideas and suggestions you have.
And if I could crave your indulgence for one more second, our Lynn and Gary audience, we have one more award to give out.
I didn't trip, I went over the whole podium. This is on. Many of you know that in order for there to be convergence, there not only requires people and methods and strategies, but it requires ideas and vision. And what some of you are aware of, but some of you may be surprised to learn, is that in the early part of this century, we were working with a number of people, groups, and organizations to bring together the concept and vision of a lifelong electronic portfolio to serve the citizens, residents, workforce, and students in Minnesota. Two people who were very instrumental in bringing that together so that the launch could actually happen on August 1st, 2002. And if you quickly do the math, you know that means this is what year for us? The 10th year. Small businesses are amazed when they get to 10 years. We should be very proud. And in recognition of that, we would like to honor both Paul Wasko and Gary Langer for their efforts in shepherding this to completion. And so they will give Paul an award in recognition of your innovative leadership and passionate commitment on this 10th anniversary. And present on the stage with us because of being very instrumental in responding to and being awarded the RFP is Michael Norton, the President and CEO of Avnet, and he wanted to be one of the first to congratulate you, but I get to be the first. Congratulations.
And also to Gary Lander, in recognition of your innovative leadership and passionate commitment to eFolio, Minnesota. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Gary, I don't want to cut into too much more time for the keynote, but it's really been a wild ride. You know, we've been at this now better than 10 years, actually. Just thank you so much. It's been such an inspiration to work with you both and to make this possible and provide this great tool for the students and the residents of the state of Minnesota. So thank you both for all your work.